RoCo 1983 says, thoughts on having shorter quarters next year? Please no. AFL ruining the game and worse than FIFA. So if anyone's missed that story tonight, I saw Tom Brown talking about that on Channel 7. He's fortunately overcome his kebab obsession and no, that's a bit unfair. The report is that a bit of a trade-off with the Players Association, who are worried about wage decreases next year and what could be another COVID-affected season. So some sort of trade-off may be a 28-game season, but shortened quarters. Not as shortened as this year, interestingly. They're talking about 18-minute quarters. What do you think of that, Finey?
Stupid.
Elaborate. I'm not a huge fan, but go on, you tell me why.
Because a 28-game season makes the fixture even more imbalanced. That is almost the ideal number for the unfair fixture. Either you play every team once for fairness, which we have this year, which people have to realise, though thrust upon us, gives us a pretty honest ladder at the end of the season. Or you have the impossible 34-game season. Well, that's not going to happen, is it?
No, but if you're going to have, I mean, I'm not saying I agree with it, but 28 is better than 22. You're getting closer to playing each other twice.
No, it isn't. It's the worst number. It's the number between 22 and 34. You see, with a 22-game season, everybody plays 4 teams twice.
5
teams twice. But if you are playing, what number are we at there? 11 teams twice. It's the worst number is halfway between, is 8 teams twice, right?
Yeah.
Because then it's a complete top. That's the worst number. 8 or 9 teams twice. Closer to 17 or closer to 34 is the ideal scenario. So 28 is, I guess, 1 game worse than 22. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Logically?
No, I don't. I really do. I would have thought...
I'll explain. The fairest scenario is every team playing each other the same number of times. Take out home grounds, okay?
Yeah.
Right? So the closer you get to an ideal number, the ideal numbers being 17 or 34, the closer you get to those numbers, the fairer the season is. If you had a 33-game season, that's a lot fairer than a 22-game season.
All right, I'll give you my take on it.
Yep.
I'm not... well, mine is twice, and you might get the worst 5 teams in the competition twice. You probably won't, but say you do. The more teams you play twice, the greater the likelihood that there will be an even spread of abilities among the teams you play twice, because there's more of them.
Well, maybe, but that's not happening.
I think I understand what you're saying, but I just would have thought the more teams you play twice, the closer it is to being a fair draw.
Well, we need to look. The bottom line is 28 18-minute quarters for traditionalists like yourself and myself. 22 is not ideal, but it is a traditional number.
Yeah.
Again, do I take every stat, every record, everything that has previously gone in football? Shall I just put them all through the shredder? Goal kicking, everything. It's annoying. All right, we've had 1 year where we've had to put an asterisk. I'm telling you, if you do it for another year, then the next year, what are we going to do? It just means that the impetus to behold basically the traditional structure is gone. And it almost gives an imprimatur to the dictator in charge at the start of each year to choose the length of the quarter and the number of games. It's bloody stupid.
No, that to me is a far bigger problem. And it's the sort of problem that you often think that, that's the last thing they're thinking of. But it is important because, as you say, I mean, it's like it's going to be like comparing apples with oranges, and we don't want that. You know, we want to be able to put things in a historical context. So, yeah, look, I'm not a fan of the idea, but you know, look, at this stage it's talk, so let's see how that pans out.